Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn, Paul speaking, and today looking at a brand new release on the Nintendo Switch, and that is WWE Battlegrounds. This comes from 2K and sets you back up, well, I'm going to spoil it right now, a really reasonable £34.99 on the eShop. Now there is in-app purchases, we'll get to all of that shortly, but I think right off the bat that's a really decent sort of mid-tier price for this sort of game. This comes from Saber Interactive, and boy was it nice to see their logo pop up at the start. They really are one of the best Switch developers. Sort of one of their first early games was NBA Playgrounds, a game I really enjoy. NBA Playgrounds 2 improved on that and brought 2K on board, and probably where their partnership started. But they've also done the port of The Witcher and Crysis, so you know these guys really do know how to squeeze the best out of the Switch. And as I say, might spoil it a little bit here, but it certainly shines through in this one as well. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do a few videos on this one, and what I'm going to do first of all is just take a really quick overview of what this is. So firstly, it's obviously a wrestling game, but it's in the style of NBA Playgrounds. If you've played that sort of game, we sort of characterised players and very much arcadey gameplay. At the start of the game, you don't have all the characters unlocked. I think there's like 60 wrestlers or more in this in the game that you can unlock. But what I really like is this really cool feature. It's going to lead the music there. All the wrestlers have got their little snippets of their theme songs. Probably not the full theme song, but sort of they do play during the entrance, and you can play them at any time. But look at this, really cool. The characters that are locked are sort of in these old school sort of Mattel action figure boxes. And when you sort of go over them, they'll start banging on the box to get out. There you go, look, Alistair Black there, trying to get out. So here, there's already a lot of characters. So Lindsay Dorado, R-Truth, Nikki Cross. I mean, as I say, there's just no end. And each wrestler has got a few different uniforms. A few different outfits, sorry. And each of them do cost in-game currency to unlock. Now, a lot like NBA Playgrounds, all of the currency here can be earned in-game. There's two different sorts of currency. This I think they're called buckle points, the blue ones in the top right hand corner, and you've also got a premium currency, the sort of the gold coins. Now you can unlock a wrestler with either currency. So let's unlock Becky Lynch here. Unlock her original The Man attire. If we press X to unlock, you see it's going to cost us 12,000 buckle points, of which at the moment we have just under 5,000. Or it's going to cost us 300 gold coins. The buckle points you earn in the game by completing challenges, winning matches. They're just constantly thrown at you. And again, sorry to keep going back to it, but if you've played NBA Playgrounds, it's a very similar system to that. You've got sort of this in-game currency and then a premium currency that you can buy with real money. We're going to use the gold coins to unlock Becky Lynch, so it's going to cost us 300, so press X and it'll ask you to confirm. And there you go, she kicks out of her packaging. We'll have a look at the pricing in a minute, because there's some stuff around the shops. But here you go, if you go into the character, press A on the character, you can see there are alternate attires. And you've got all different sorts of things here. So you've got a bio, so you've got a little bit of history, some facts about each wrestler. Wonder how well that's going to age in the years to come. Becky Lynch is in a relationship with fellow superstar Seth Rollins. That doesn't last, that's going to be awkward. Each wrestler's got a skill tree, so press the R button to bring that up. So quite an extensive skill tree here that you can unlock in game. So really lots of nice customization there. Got their own power-ups, and again these can be unlocked as you go along. You can unlock these. And then once you've unlocked them all, you can sort of mix and match. So you've got like different sorts of builds that you can have here. So you can give them up to 3 different abilities. And as I say, once they're unlocked, you can mix and match these at any time. Each wrestler's got their own different sorts of power-ups as well. There's different categories. We'll have a look at that in a second as well. But there's basically different sort of character types. Last one here we'll look at is controls with the L button. And you can see each wrestler's got their own set of moves and controls, and you can find that at any time. You can get to this screen as well from the pause menu in-game, which I will get to. I will get to some gameplay in this, but I just want to give you a quick overview of everything else first. Then we'll do a quick match, and then I'll be coming back to do some more detailed videos. But there you go. That's all the wrestlers. You can see you've got all the women here. We've got Legends. There's Hulk Hogan. Mankind, Jake the Snake, Shawn Michaels, Sergeant Slaughter. So all of us that grew up in the 80s with WWF, we're catered for. But you can see here in the bottom right hand corner of the little box there, they've got a little icon, so you can see there's the different classes can basically do different sorts of moves. So Xavier Woods here is a technician, Seth Rollins is an all-rounder, Samoa Joe's a powerhouse, Eric Rowan, that's aged badly. The Miz is a technician. Gallows and Anderson, who are no longer here, they're with All Elite Wrestling, but they're in here. That's an interesting Kalisto model. Looks a lot like Eric Rowan. Kevin Owens, McIntyre. So as I say, there's no end of wrestlers here. Brock Lesnar, Andre the Giant. Really nice size proportion as well, because I mean Elias here isn't a small guy, and you can see the difference in the size of Andre the Giant. Now if we go to the store, talking of Andre the Giant, looks like there's going to be daily offers on wrestler packs. So here we've got 16 hours or 16 days, sorry, on these free special offers. So we've got 50% off the Andre the Giant pack. So basically you can unlock all of his attires and obviously the big man himself for 210 coins or 8,500 buckle points. You've got the Undertaker pack, very similar. You've got two different attires there, half price and then half price. This is quite a nice little one as well. The women's double pack. So two women wrestlers there. We've got Naomi and Nikki Cross available to unlock for half price. So for 75 coins, you're going to get yourself another two characters there. So have a quick look at the pricing of the coins. There's something a little bit strange here because they crossed out one price and got the same price in. So it looks like these should be on some sort of offer maybe. But you can see that you can get 500 coins for £4 and discounts as you go up, right up to £40 for 6,500 coins. So as I say, it's got in-app purchases. Don't immediately jump on that because you can basically grind to unlock everybody in the game. That's not a problem. You also got these daily challenges. These will give you buckle points as well if you complete these within the day. So you see here, perform 2 turnbuckle minigames in a match, play 2 steel cage 1v1 matches, perform 3 taunts in a match. You're going to get points out. I mean, that perform 3 taunts in a match to get 1,000 buckle points is basically, you know, pressing down on the D-pad 3 times in a match. Looks at the bottom, we've got some sort of battle pass type system as well. So as you accrue those buckle points, you're going to unlock a wrestler by looking at it at the end. That hasn't sort of moved, and there's not really much information about that. So hopefully if we go in and try and do the 3 taunts in a match, we'll see what happens with that daily challenge. The other really impressive thing is the modes. There's no end of modes in the game. One mode I haven't tried yet, but I really like the sound of, is this King of the Battleground mode, which sounds like an online mode where 2 wrestlers start off, and then as more people join, they sort of queue up. And once you beat your opponent, you sort of the next person who's been waiting the longest comes in, and it's sort of until there's nobody left, you'll be crowned King of the Battleground. But that sounds like a really cool mode. So that's good. Now, if you're thinking as well, there's not going to be much of an online presence. There is actually cross-play in this as well, which you can turn on or off in the options. But it does feature cross-play with the other consoles, so that's another excellent point. Really, really impressive. We've got a campaign. We're going to have a look at that in a second. But you can make up a tournament. So you've got the King of the Battleground mode, got Battleground Challenge and exhibition matches for the men and women. Once you go into an exhibition match, you've then got further options. So you can have one-on-one tag team, a Royal Rumble, a Tornado tag team, a steel cage match, one-on-one or 2-on-2, fatal 4-way, a triple threat, and then a gauntlet match, which is a lot like the Battleground match, with sort of wrestlers come in one after the other that have to be beaten to be crowned the winner. So lots and lots and lots of options. But this campaign mode that I've been playing through is really good. If we zoom out of the sort of the tree here, there's 118 little, I mean most of these are fights, but there's like also little story modes as well. Take place across different locations. So you can see that changing as I scroll across and all the way up. What I'll do is I'll just have a, actually I won't, I'll come back to this in a separate video and show you this in a bit more detail. This is just an overview for now. But basically, this is a story mode. You start as a sort of a made-up wrestler and have to work your way across different types of fights and different events. So that's really cool. But let's get into a match, I think, and show you how that works. We're going to go one-on-one and play against the CPU. I've unlocked a few wrestlers. Some I've paid for. Some have been unlocked. This is actually the premium version, so I'll get Edge. Who else did I get? I think I might get Stone Cold and The Rock as well as part of that. Unlocked AJ Styles. But yeah, I think you start with around about 10. Get the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. So let's just let's go with Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
And we will take on. Let's have a look at Edge as he comes as a bonus.
Oh, Edge!
You can actually pay. I think if you pre-order before 1st of October, you get Edge included, or he's a DLC character that you can pay for. So these are a match configuration. You can change the rules, options, difficulty. You can change where the match takes place. So random, but when you unlock them, you've got a boot camp, New York, Everglades, Mexico, Detroit, Scotland, the WrestleMania ring, and then a Raw ring. We'll just go with random for now. Pin or submission or count out. You can change this rule type. Match options. So I saw IGN's preview and they had a little moan that the destructible ring happens too often, so you can actually turn that off. Sort of when the ring collapses. Sounds painful, doesn't it? You want your ring to collapse. Let's get into a match though. This is going to be the Fiend Bray Wyatt against Edge. You'll see anyway when we get into the match, but one thing that has really surprised me, and I guess the main thing that people have been wanting to know, is how does it perform on a Switch? And I'm happy to say it's really nice. With a caveat, and that is that one-on-one matches are fine. Anything more than that, the frame rate does drop a tad. But, and there's a big but here, a bit like mine, seems to happen across all platforms. Again, the IGN preview of the Xbox version, they did highlight some performance issues, some real big slowdown when things get crazy. But generally, the one-on-one matches play out absolutely fine. Not noticed any slowdown or glitching at all, which is excellent because that's probably going to be the mode you're going to be spending a bit of time in. So these are the entrances. All the wrestlers come in these crates, and then you can hear in the background their theme music play. And they do their sort of, each wrestler's got their own custom entrance with their own sort of moves and stuff. I would have preferred perhaps if the entrance music was a little louder, make it a little bit more of a spectacle. Kind of sort of drowned out with the crowd noise in the background.
Making his way to the ring.
Here comes the Rated R Superstar. On the whole, the wrestlers look really good. They're kind of like that NBA Playgrounds look, the sort of stunted sort of characters. Where NBA Playgrounds had kind of the big faces, these have kind of got the bigger bodies. But yeah, they all sort of certainly got the right characteristics for each character.
3, 2, 1.
So we've got the King and Mauro Ranallo on comms, which isn't too bad, isn't the worst I've heard. Oh, an Edge right out the gate. Now, one really good thing I like here in this. I don't think this was in the standard WWE games, but in the bottom left-hand corner, there's sort of a little blue bit of text with a microphone next to it, and that's a move that the crowd want to see. If you do that, you'll get your sort of special gauge at the bottom fills up a lot quicker. So, just going to go through some of the moves. There's a parry there. So we've got X and Y to do punching kicks, pretty standard. B to do grabs, pick them up off the floor. A to do Irish whip into the ropes. Down to do taunt. Let's try and do those 3 taunts. So there's one. So the crowd, you can see in the bottom left hand corner for me, the crowd want me to do a submission psych out. Oh, Edge with the chair. Headbutt from the Fiend. But these cool like cinematic moves are really good. Oh, huge DDT from Edge. So hammering B to get up. We can pick the chair up and use that. No protected chair shots here. A to pin. Quick kick out from Edge. use the right stick here to do sort of these throw moves. And if you look at the bottom left hand corner again, I've got those 3 power-ups. They're activated by the D-pad. They build up. So at first I can only do a level 1 power-up with the left D-pad, and you see the second one's filling up, and now it's just activated. So if I press up, I can do that. That power-up, the sort of cross with the arrow on it, means that I can recover my energy.
All the way up to the high rent
Edge
district.
goes up. Oh, he's nailed it.
He makes them pay. Devastating.
So I'm going to use that power-up to recover my energy.
Oh man, the speedy recovery. That's just what the doctor ordered.
I've just got hammer. I love this hammer. It makes like a squeaky toy noise when you hit them with it.
The hammer? Look out. Here we go. He's gonna tap. He's gonna tap. Oh, he just released.
Pick him up on the long one, but you can see his performance is pretty decent. It's kind of got that little smudgy kind of look that NBA Playgrounds have, but not quite as bad. But generally does look really good.
Going for the pin now. This could finish them.
Now we've got a special activated. Now the bars under the characters are their health, stamina, and then the white one in the middle is their heat meter. When that's full up, you can do your special move.
I can't wait to see what happens
You can
next.
see we're both kind of low on energy.
Force is activated. He's looking for a momentary respite, King. There's the
do another
trash
taunt.
talking they're known
So if
for.
we can do those 3 taunts, we're going to need to do another one, so we'll have to remember that.
Toys of terror.
Hopefully that registered as 3 taunts, although we didn't quite finish the last one.
Look out! Bray Wyatt with a running senton.
So there you go, that's our special move is ZR and ZL. Is that enough to put Edge away, pinning him on the chair?
In a world of trouble, man, it could be over.
I think it's enough.
2,
It's enough. The senton on the chair
your winner.
puts Edge away. And the Fiend. Bray Wyatt picks up the win. Now obviously that's on quite an easy difficulty as well. Here's the rewards after the match. So you see we've got 278 buckle points. We've also leveled up, which means we get even more points, level 6. So we get another 750. So that's like nearly 1500 buckle points we've got there. So you see, you can earn the points pretty quickly. You get another 270 there as like our overall player rewards. So you get sort of rewards for the match, rewards for leveling up, and then sort of an overall reward as we level up our character. So there you go, it performed pretty well. I just wanted to show you some gameplay and a quick overview of what this is about. As I say, we're going to go into a little bit more detail, play some of the modes in some other videos, have a closer look at some of the other wrestlers maybe, and unlock some more. But that is a very brief top-level overview of WWE Battlegrounds. Been playing it most of the morning. I'm really pleased with it. I was a little bit, sort of went in with a little bit of trepidation, but the sort of the sweet mid-tier pricing, the decent performance, and then knowing that Saber Interactive are behind it have all given me a lot of confidence that this one's going to be a decent game. Not many good games on the Switch. In fact, look out over the weekend as I run through a few wrestling games. That video will be live sometime over the weekend. But there you go, WWE Battlegrounds. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and please subscribe if you're new, and give me a comment below what you think of this one, if you've been looking forward to picking this one up, and what you think of the gameplay so far. Really appreciate that. But until next video, I will see you all again soon. Cheers everyone, bye bye.